Let's see what it's gonna look. Is it working? It's working. Yay! It's working! Yay! Welcome to the live stream, y'all. um, so I'm trying to do like get all fancy and do all the things and trying to do that while boiling sugar. That went over like a lead balloon. So yeah. We're making, what are we making? Green pucker. We're making green pucker candies. So the sugar is ready. It's been ready for about 5 minutes. I pulled it off the heat. It's okay. So let's get you down to the table and hopefully I'm trying to do this on vertical and horizontal. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so first, one of the things that we need to get ready is, this is my mix of acids. I like to grind it up a little bit. So it's gonna get loud for a second. Sorry, y'all. Okay, now that's ready. I'm gonna disconnect that, put that up over. Oh no. I'm knocking stuff down. So next, let's see if we can do this for y'all. Next we need to add the color. See, what I was trying to do is get my camera situated and it just would not situate. It was being obtuse and it was frustrating me. So I've been running around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to get it to work, and it wasn't working. So here we are anyway. So we're gonna bring this so y'all can see. Cooked it to 310. We're gonna add our flavor, which I've already pre-measured. So this is the green apple flavor. There we go. And that can go over there. And then we're going to add our color. And yes, I do use artificial colors. I like bright colored candy. I do have a line coming out that is all natural, no colors added. So y'all can get that too. So trying to make everybody happy. At least I try. Let's see. We need to count to 40. Okay, that's about right. And then because we wanted a bright green, we add a few drops of blue. Or a deeper green. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Not necessarily brighter. And then we're going to take the spoon. We're going to start in the center. All right. So that is ready to go. Whew. Next thing we're going to do So we're going to get a little oil on our table. Okay, things want to fall. That's been my day today. Things want to fall. There's a little. Always make sure I got it clean. And there's a little bit of peppermint candy that, I don't know, it like got really super thin. And now it's like little balls everywhere. And I got 99.9% of them. There's still like one here and one there. And I'm not going to worry about that because I know what it is. So, and this is canola oil because I try to keep my candies vegan because I have friends that are vegan. I am not vegan. I like meat. Doesn't always like me. There we go. And next, we're going to switch you over to the side view. There we go. So you can see the beautiful flow. And we're going to clear off this stuff first because I like to set my pot up on the shelf. Because it makes it easier for me to pour it out. All right. So we're going to take this guy out first. Say a prayer. And lift. Oh, maybe. Hang on. I'm going to grab my gloves. Just because, not because I'm worried about my hands, I'm worried about my wrists. And if you've ever got a burn on your wrist, it's probably the most inconvenient spot. There we go. All right, here we go. And my table is wonkerdoodle. So that's why we pour on a mat right now. Okay. And I scrape the bottom. All right, I think we're good. I'm gonna set that right there. And now this can go over in the kitchen. Let me grab these real quick. So I'm not sitting it directly on the countertop. And then once that cools, I'll put it in the sink. And we can get these out of the way. Excuse me. All right. Let's move you back overhead. Is it? I can't get it any more further out. But I wonder if I can tip it up. Nope, you know what? I'm not going to mess with it because my luck, it'll fall off. It'll fall directly into the candy. So, we don't want that. We don't want that at all. All right. All right, we're gonna let this cool down to about 260. It was about 285 when I added the color. I'm trying to find my laser. There he is. Oh, that made me jump. Never buy a used table from a person you can't trust. Okay, so yeah, we can add the citric and malic acid because we are down to 240. So give me a moment. I'm going to get a drink and then we'll add the malic. Much better. Honestly, the reason why I get so many drinks is because imagine taking a full tablespoon of fragrance oil. I used to make candles, so it's still fragrance oil in my brain. Of flavor oil and putting it on your tongue. And that's pretty much what it's like. So I should have grabbed the big shaker. Hang on, do I have the big shaker? No. It must be. So we're just gonna, I usually shake it on, but it's already starting to get solid. So we're gonna just shake this on here. Whew. There we go. Put this in the kitchen. I'll take this and put it in the kitchen too. Actually, not yet. All right, gloves. I'm going to fold this in. Before I do, I'm going to take this candy off here. Maybe. Okay. That's interesting. Usually it breaks right off. Please tell me we didn't mess this up. Okay, that's good enough. Come off of there, I say. All right, good enough. Definitely get my steps in doing this. All right, fold this over. Oop. No, don't stick. Thank you. I'll fold this over. And since we have a wonker-doodle table, we have to use the mats instead of putting it directly on the table. Hopefully this will get hard. The thing I like about these gloves is you can get candy on them, but it comes right off. See, I'm a little concerned. I'm gonna take this little piece. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, it is getting hard. Sometimes I think my thermometer might be off, or all right, we're gonna let that sit for a minute. So I'm gonna test something. Yeah, it's hard. Not super hard, but and let that sit for a minute. All right, while this is sitting for a minute, I'm gonna go prep the hook. I'm just gonna put some oil on it. There, I've got most of the citric encased in the candy, and that's what we want. It's still really flowy. This is still really soft. Oh, George. Thinking. It is a little humid in here, so this might be a little bit softer of a candy. Usually I don't have a problem. Let's do a side view. There's something amiss with that camera. I'm gonna get something to drink here. Okay, while we're letting that sit, we're gonna bring the other camera. There, that camera's ready to go. Nope, not today, sir. Wanted to go over the bar. There we go, now we're cooling off. Let's bring you back, because the bar wants to slide. Yeah. I think I'm going to get a dehumidifier for this room. But the problem is this is a very open house. So I'm used to the humidity going up to about 53 after I boil. Right now I'm at 57. So might make for a sticky candy, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll move it all the way over here. I might make this, if it's going to be sticky, I might just make this a super duper sour. There's a plan. There's plan B. If it turns out sticky, we'll make it so it's not. See, sometimes plan B works. The interesting part will be to see how it pulls and how it cuts. All right, so now we're gonna pull this guy off like that. And then I want to take this guy and I'm going to put him underneath my heat space. Maybe. I want to take the gloves off and just grab it. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. It's still very hot. Oh, we're doing it's cracking. So oh, it makes me nervous sometimes that it's not going to work because the first big batch I ever made didn't work. It like totally failed. Of course, that was the Texas Tornado Brittle, and that's a finicky batch to begin with because, of course, I got to start with the hardest thing ever. I forgot to turn on my heat area. That's classic Tish move. It's all good. It warms up really, really quick. So, put the mats down. Okay. And since I can't lift this mat up because poles are down, well, that wasn't supposed to happen like that. It's all right. Ooh, that's warm. Yeah, 172 degrees still. Yeah, so this is 172. I didn't oil this side, which is fine. See, it's still really hot. Because if it was cooled off, it would pull away. So we take this. What is that?
Your phone has a call.
Oh, don't answer it.
Interesting.
I've never heard that ring before. Maybe it's just because I changed carriers.
Could be this weekend.
Like, what is that? I never get phone calls. All right, let's bring this all the way over. So we can get, that's really hot. This end of the table is cooler. See, this is cooled off.
I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I have that camera on. You weirdo.
I know. I gotta have a little fun sometimes. You saw nothing? You saw nothing?
I saw nothing.
You saw nothing?
Mm-hmm. All right, now I think we're let's move it down here. Oh, there we go. So all in all, this batch is about 14 pounds. And the next step is to go throw it on the hook. But it needs to cool a little bit more. It's still too stretchy. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna line this up with the center. And we're gonna take this, throw it underneath there. And this, throw it underneath here. And hopefully it doesn't move too much. I'm gonna go get a drink, let that cool just a little bit more. We're gonna do the overhead cam. Why is that? We're gonna see if maybe it's just squirky, squirky, squirky. For some reason, it's It's focusing on my hand, okay. Oh, that looks better. Okay, it was a fingerprint on the lens. Ooh, I like it when I figure stuff out. All right, I will be right back. Where did my drink go? Oh, it's over here. I think I just went on to the bathroom on the live stream. Oops. Well, at least y'all know I'm gonna wash my hands. I just happened to notice that the things were going, the meters. You know, instead of going live, I'm usually, like, in this time when I'm waiting for things to cool, I do my dishes. So, and I go to the bathroom and halfway between and I do all the things. Because it takes a minute for it to cool off enough where it's going to pull on the hook appropriately. But I thought I hit the mute button, but apparently not. That's okay. At least you know I'm going, right? Hey, Andy. Well, we're going to see how it turns out. It's a little more humid in here than I like it to be. But I'm going to switch my gloves now. So I use the big gloves because I can pull them on and off while I'm getting it cooled off. But then for the hook, I use these smaller gloves because I can actually feel what's going on. So, oh yeah, now we're good. You can still see there's like one little warm spot right here. That should come off. There we go. See? All right. Put you back in the middle. All right, I'm gonna take this glove off. Switch over to the candy hook. There we go. Nope. That's right. I use this camera. Hopefully no one calls again. Because that was the other phone, and I was like, what is that noise? All right. Trying to get this manageable. There we go. It's still a little droopy. It's all right. We'll make it work. Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? It's been a minute since I made a batch this big. So you're probably gonna hear me breathing heavy. Of course it wants to stick. Okay. Almost there. All right, let's see. get into the right color. Let's see if we can. Okay, it's gonna get loud. Okay, so I'm gonna take part of this. Yep. Okay. It's gonna get loud again because I'm gonna try the hammer one more time. Because it's starting to want to pull off. I don't think that's gonna work. So I'm just gonna pull this off. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna pull, because this needs to be pulled just a little bit longer. So I'm putting that under the heat lamp. Ugh. Hey, I got the glove off. That's a step in the right direction. Okay, I'm gonna grab my other gloves because I can grab on a little bit better. It would help if I grabbed one left and one right. Oh. Whoa. Okay, well. That was interesting. I've never had that happen before. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go with this because it's being obtuse. I just got a whole bunch of candy on the floor. All right, we'll get the other camera going here. off. I'm going to do overhead here. We're going to bring that camera over here. And hopefully I have this set up right. So it'll show the whole table. Here. Let's see. Not the whole table. All right. Well, let's adjust on the fly. I'm sorry for the wonker-doodleness of this. But how's that? Yeah, you can see most of it. Okay, that's gonna fall off the edge. It's still really warm. I think I brought it over to the hook. Oops, putting them on backwards. That's what happens when I hurry. I need to just calm down. Take a deep breath. Don't stress out. The piece on screen. Absolutely, come on over. Hop a plane or a boat. Okay, so for the pucker pack, I don't put any stripes on them because there's so much citric acid in them, or citric and malic. It's my own special combination. Okay, I need a little bit of oil on my gloves, just a little bit. There we go. So, I got my scissors right there. Let's just start. Grab a piece and go. This is still really soft, really hot. Which is good and bad all at the same time. Because it makes it hard to start, but it gives me plenty of open time. And there goes the table cooling off. Let's see how this is going to cut. So you make the ends into samples. These turn out sticky. I might just put them in my super duper powder. Yeah, this is just really loose. Interesting. Okay, it's going to be like that. I'm gonna cut this right here. There we go. I don't know what the deal is with this. No, we're gonna keep going. Okay, there we go. Okay. I need a paper towel. There. These are still really soft. Let's see what happens. See, if these don't turn out, I don't even know what I did wrong. Other than let it sit in the pot and cool for a little bit. Because it's still really malleable, which is concerning. But if it doesn't turn out, then we sell these as a oops batch. They still taste really good, I'm assuming, because I don't eat the sour. That is not my favorite thing. There's a piece of peppermint candy on there. That's nice. Must have stuck to the side of the thing that I didn't see. Well, these should be getting hard already. Maybe my thermometer was off. Because it said 310. So we'll have to calibrate it and see where we're at. Because it's going to take 3 years for me to cut this candy. Because it is just all over the place. I wonder. I might just stop the live and put it in the oven for a little while. That's what happens when I try and do too many things at one time. It's all good. It's all part of the candy making process. Because, yeah, these aren't getting hard. I'm going to finish this one. And then I'm going to turn on the oven, turn off the live stream, turn on the oven, and see if I can rescue this batch. Because these aren't even getting hard. Well, they kind of are. They're breaking apart. I don't know. Well, tickle me pretty. Let me put this on pause for a moment. Because what I do is divide this in half and put it in 2 baking pans with a sill pad in it, and then just let it sit in the oven for a little while. And sometimes that helps whatever water is remaining evaporate. Because all this should be almost 0% water. But if it only hit 390 instead of 310, or 290 instead of 310, then there's still a lot of water in there, and that's why it's still soft. We're going to cut this one. Why not? Chef snacks. Although I don't like the sour. It's just really sticky. Yeah, it's breaking apart, so it's got the right structure. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn on the oven and let that warm up. And we're gonna take one of the sill pads. We're gonna cut this in half. Let me grab one of my pans. I can't even grab the gloves off my hand. There we go. Because, oh, they're hardening up. I can't squish them with my finger. It's just taking a minute. Oh yeah, they're hard. Hang on, I'm gonna give one to Mikey. Hey Mikey,
Hello.
you wanna try this?
I'd love to try this.
Now tell me if it's hard.
So this is green pucker, eh?
Yeah. Is it hard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna work it. It's just really squishy. How is it? Well, you made a face. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's pretty sour.
I love that. It's pretty sour.
Not as sour as the last one.
Well, that was tangerine super pucker. That was pucker on steroids. Okay. Well, maybe we'll make these super pucker. We'll put them in the, because I don't know. We'll see. I've just never had it be so loose before. And it's sticking to this thing. I wonder if I did this. You're not supposed to use blades on these, but these are really dull blades. So I'm wondering maybe if I put the silicone mat down there, if it'll not stick. just gonna keep trying. Now it's sticking to the top. Stay. I need to fix this tomorrow. We're making lollies tomorrow, but still need to fix this. I wonder if maybe I should get my cog out. That would probably just stick to the cog, and then we'd have candy all over the place. We'll put some oil on this, on these blades. And then carry this over to the other table. See, now that one didn't break. Maybe it's still too hot. Let's go see what the temperature is. Excuse me. It's 140. 140. I might just keep going with it. Okay, let's see what this does. Grab this brush. Put that in there. Bring this over to the table. Let's cut this guy. Put him in there. Oh, come on now. Starting to cool off a little bit, like firm up a little bit, so maybe I need to find some urgency here. You know what? I think I'm gonna so when I do the switching of the blades, I'm gonna put the things on this side. The little, what are they called? Wing nuts. Because see, it's just stretching it now. Which is fine. I don't want it to stick together. No, I said no. See what happens when we let it sit for a minute. So if I let it sit for a minute, okay. Well, I don't know how this is going to turn off, but turn off, whatever. We're just going to roll with it. They're a little darker than the last batch. Because they don't have as much air incorporated into them. So I'm wondering, what if... I'm troubleshooting as I go. It's like, what if I just cut little cucumbers out and put them underneath here? So they're under the warmth of the lamp, but not as hot as it is up here. And then okay. And then we take this guy. We'll take these and we're going to put them over on the other table. Oh. Man down. I gotta sweep him off this floor tonight. That is my last chore for the day. So what we're gonna do, we'll put that there. We'll put this here. This here. We'll take this and we're gonna clean up this mess. I don't know what this all is. Oh, it's peppermint that must have been stuck underneath until I started pounding on it. We take this and clean it all up. I'm going to get a sip of water course, we're gonna roll this over so it doesn't roll off the table like on top of Old Smoky. See, these are coming out, but I wonder how they'll be if I let them sit there for a minute. So let me get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm hitting mute this time. Okay. My alarm went off. I have an alarm that tells me, hey, it's time to eat. Because I forget to do those things. Eating and sleeping and, I don't forget to take a shower usually. All right, let's see how these perform. Oop, that one went double. All right, let's see. Okay, so I need to have something down here. Okay, let's try the cutting mat. Hey, let go. Let's try this. Okay. I'm kind of trying to do them in the order that I cut them. See, this is too slippery for me to roll them on. So I'm just gonna rock it. Baby likes to rock it. Let's rock it. Let's move these over there too. So I was hoping that it would stop sticking. So I could just go bing, 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 but I think I'm going to need to grind the ends a little more knife-like, which is fine. Listen. There. So that's what I like, is when it breaks off. Oopa. Okay. I'm going to cut this one. There we go. We can take these two over the table. Excuse me. I have these random thoughts that go through my head when I'm doing this kind of stuff. And this is why this is why I have such weird dreams, I guess. It's because I have weird thoughts. There we go. Like some just self-addressed stamped envelope just popped into my head. I'm like, why are you thinking of this stuff? Why do you think of these things? Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. Just the random stuff that goes through my head. No. So, we snip that. I think I might have to make some kind of bar thing that'll push them out. It's kind of annoying having to peel them off. See, they're breaking. I've never had, and I know it's not the citric, because I've did these before, and I never did this. This is like my 8th batch of these particular candies. Listen here. There we go. Bring this over to the other table. Okay, so this one is getting kind of hard. But I can still pull it really nice. I don't know, maybe it's just a combination of all the things. All I know is Mikey said it tastes good. And it looks really pretty, so I'm rocking it. That's a big piece, so let's cut this. Really? Right. See, I think I'm going to put the end pieces on because I don't have the screw to make them to add more slots, but I do have enough room where I can put the 2 other blades on here. So, excuse me. And I think that'll help with cutting them off. Okay, let's bring this over to the table. Yeah, these are turning out fine. They're just a brighter green than last time. Let's see if they stick together though when I group them all up. Because if they do, then I'm going to put them in my super sour batch. Okay, so we're going to try this again because this is annoying me. Because yes, I'm that person. Ouch. My scissors. We're going to do the cucumber thing again because that worked pretty good. I say cucumber because it's about the size of a little mini cucumber. and wait. I think what we're gonna do, actually, since this stuff is so soft, let's try, just for poops and giggles. Yeah, look at all that peppermint that got stuck underneath. We're gonna clean this up real quick. We're gonna grab the cog, which is over here with a bag on it. So, clean this up real quick. Let's get the cleaner up scrapers. These are the cheap ones from the Dollar Tree. They don't hold up very well for stuff. So, I gotta stretch this canvas again. This is very loose. There we go. Shook off. Is this my side that I need? Yes. Oh, what happened? Why are you being so... Well, let's see if it does it. I'm gonna tighten this guy down. Is it gonna be big enough? I haven't used these ones. My blue one broke. I don't know what happened to it. I just decided not to be friends with me anymore, which is kind of typical for stuff. It's just like, nope, I'm not working for you today. I'm taking the day off. It's like, wait a minute. I need you. All right. Let's see how this goes. These two are sticking together. No bueno. Oh, we want this. All right. Because it's so soft. Before we do that, let's give this a brush. Okay. Let's see how this does. Oh, that's going to go much faster. Oop. Except for we can't do it that long because they want to, there we go. They want to get all squisher-doodle. There we go. Yeah, see, it does this funky thing. So we got to make them a little bit shorter, which is fine. I can do that. See, I don't know if these are going to be close enough to break apart or if I'm going to have to cut them with the scissors. All I know is they'll be formed. Okay, so we take this, cut it in half, put it here, pull this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, see, these aren't as breakable, but it goes so much faster. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Yep, see? That's no bueno. I'm just going to put that in there. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Next thing you know, I'm going to be... Yeah, we're going to squish this back together. See if it'll go inside here. I might just make a cog that has little blades on it. I don't know. Because I can't rightly file that one down. I can't like sand this one down because it's got resin on it. It's got food contact safe resin. So I made sure of that it was safe for that. And it's made with it. I 3D printed it with ASA, which has got the high heat tolerance. And then I put resin on it. Well, I sealed it with acetone like 3 times, sanding between each layer. And then I put a layer of resin on it to help seal it even more. So let's check something here. These aren't sticking together at all. Sweetness. Okay. I'm happy now. I was so worried about it. This goes by so much faster. But I like the other cutter better because they break apart. So I think if I get the other one longer so I can do bigger pieces, like something like this, it'll go just as fast as this one. I'm going to be here for the next 3 hours trying to cut this if I do use the other one. So maybe tomorrow, before the live stream, we will hop to Home Depot or Tractor Supply and see if we can't get the part I need. Because I wasn't going to pay $28 for something I know I can get for $8. I might intentionally let it cool in the pot again if this is how it's going to be. I don't know. We'll see. They are kind of breaking. Not really. Not the bigger ones. And that's the other thing I don't like about the roller either is I always tend to roll the pieces really thick. I gotta be mindful of what I'm doing. Stretch it. It's all right. Come on. No. No. Let's see if we can cut these apart. There we go. Okay. Okay. Whew.
Only flocker candy.
That's half of it. I'm halfway through. The table's full already. Not full, but all right, you. Okay, got this one to do. Candies did do. I don't remember them doing it like this though. I don't think I did a live stream for the last batch. I did for the blue pucker, but I don't remember the blue pucker doing this, and it's almost the exact same formula. It's interesting. Maybe because I left the lid on a little bit longer. I don't know. All right. My cucumbers again. So that should be about right. Put these two in. Tuck it under. There we go. I'm gonna get a drink. Okay. Haha, I caught it. And I didn't drop the candy. They did kind of stick together though. That's all right. Yeah, the little ones are breaking apart. The big ones are not. But when I'm all done, I'll do an overhead view so you can kind of see. We'll put them in the bucket. We'll put some excuse me, goodness. It'll be a nice mix. Well, I gotta find how do you do. Well, that one went on the floor. That's all right. Ay, Dios mío. Take this over there before it gets sticky to something else. Just put that over there. Same with that guy. Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
Why is this sticking out? Hmm. them on the right way. There we go. Scheiße. Yeah, that's what happens when you make them too long. It's all right. There we go. Let's take this off. See, I wonder. Try something here real quick. Okay. Come on. Let's take that off. I just cut them apart and then they stick back together again. There, now they're starting to turn out a little bit more square. I like it. Get the hiccups. Maybe after this one I'll get a drink again. Come on. Let's roll this back up. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink. See if I can get rid of these hiccups. Oh, yeah. Whew. It's a lot of walking around. This is so bizarre. This isn't even a hot. This is a warm area. That's the hot area. All right, I'm just gonna rack this. I wonder. I want to get this done because I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat lunch. There, putting that little bit of oil on the plate of the cog helped. All right. I'm trying to get these to be more square. There we go. I think I found the rhythm. Get the rest of this done. See, they're turning out more square now. They're not like rectangular. So I'm going to pull it a little bit. Cool it off. Give it a twist, get all the big air bubbles out. Oh, those are perfect. Yes. Okay, I need to make some room. Okay. Well, they were square for a little bit. Okay, so I can't do 2 at a time. Really hope that landed on. Okay, so I can see the difference here. So let's get these out of the way. Okay. My camera died. I forgot to plug it in. Hold the show. There we go. We can switch out the other camera. Actually, you know what? I think that's my sign. I'm gonna wrap this up. Let me show you. Let me put my gloves back on. So these are the ones that we did with the cog. And you can see they're kind of more rectangular. They still break apart. These are the ones that we do with the cutter, and they're more square. They're a little fatter too. So, and these break apart. So it's just a matter of preference, I guess, maybe. But I'm gonna finish up this batch, get myself some grub, and call it a day. So if you like live streams of candy making, make sure to hit subscribe. And if you know someone that'll like this video, please share it with them. That is all I got. I'm gonna finish this up. Probably swear at it a few times, so it's probably a good thing I end the live. You guys have a great night, great day, great weekend, great week, wherever you're watching this and however you're watching this. Finding my mouse. Okie dokie, bye.